So I have been playing around with SketchUp, and one of the things I've learned how to do is animate components in SketchUp. So this is particularly interesting as far as this build because I can show how certain things move and are meant to work inside of the design. So the first thing is just some simple doors opening and closing in the cabinets. And you can see here I've got an upper cabinet door opening, just one of the two, and then the hanging locker door opening and closing. So that's kind of neat. The other thing you can see here is I have the pivot table located in its sort of stored position over above the refrigerator. And what I'm going to show here is how this bench bed I've designed opens up. And there's a couple things associated with that to keep in mind. One is I have this cushion. It's really a sort of a gap filling cushion that's meant to be kind of located behind the back of the bench bed. But in order to open that up, the first thing I have to do is I have to move this pivot table from its current position here to this position over here, over by the trash can. So I'm going to do that now. And I can do that just by switching scenes. And just simple as that, changes from this location. It's basically just undoing this or loosening this thumb screw, moving it over to this position, tightening that thumb screw, and it's good to go. The next thing we're going to do is actually open up or slide out the this bench bed. So as soon as I have the ability to do that, I will get that done. Okay, so click on this. Oh, by the way, so I in order to do this, so there's actually two components. There's a component for the bench back, and there's a component for the bench seat. And what I did was I set up three sort of control buttons in this control panel, red, yellow, green, and to allow for two components to be moved at the same time. So if I hit the slide button, that's the green button, it slides it in and out, and I'll slide it back, and it does that, and then slides it out. So that's the first thing, is you slide it, and then of course while you're sliding, and this is not really showed in the animation, the back will rotate down, and the front actually rotates down too. So now the bed is in its kind of stretched out position, and then of course this gap filling cushion we want to move to this location here, and that we do by switching scenes, and now all of a sudden it's moved into that location. So now the bed is fully stretched out. So that's pretty much it, and it's a pretty straightforward thing in terms of how this all works. But the key to making it work really is to be able to move that pivot table from one location to the other, and that basically gets it out of the way of pulling out the seat portion of the bench bed. There are components to the frame that allow or keep the back from going lower than flat, so it can't pivot any lower. And then what we also will have in the frame of the this full height cabinet over here is a place for the slide latch or slide bolt to engage on the driver's side, and then there'll be another one on the passenger side as well, and that will keep the back of the seat. And I'll rotate this up just to kind of give you an idea what that looks like, and I'll slide it back, and that will keep this bench back from going any further back this way towards the back of the van. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed.